What's up? Welcome back to the Murk Network. Got my divisional playoff game against the Chargers, home game. I had to hopefully work up this W. Upgrade a few players right quick. I need all the help I can get in the playoffs. I need Mario to hold on to that damn ball. Straight carries. Straight carries. Different.
Where I come from, you can't visit. I talk money, I guess you understand different. Hand gestures counting till my hands blister. You can't miss us louder than Fran Drescher. Pinky rings, hand kisses, soprano. I feel like Paulie Castellano in designer stitches. Oh, I heard him say I made Rihanna. Mind your business, what kind of honor is this? I'm trying to see Madonna, all kind of riches. In Miami, dining with the finest. Oh, everybody acting kind of vicious. These politicians won't let my brother visit. I'm like, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different.
Bird. Man, listen.
All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. He's a fake baller. Globe trader. Bank account $4. No
$1.
I know you wanna pop collars. I know you wanna pop for color. Top dollar. Pull up in that top dollar. Yeah. She got that top dollar. Top dollar. Yeah. Man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. I'm like, man, listen. All I got is this ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it.
That's it.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's
Los
the
Angeles Chargers
going up against the Titans.
I know I'm gonna play New England. Hell.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan
Liddy.
Stadium in Tennessee. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tennessee Titans.
Let's get it. Be consistent, fellas.
In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They're brought out by Phillip
Murk
Rivers, who grew up about an hour and a half
41 touchdown pass.
in Alabama.
Yeah, and you know, he grew up playing high school football.
It's a hell of a season.
Went on to North Carolina State, and what a career he's had in the NFL. And you know that distinctive throwing motion he has? They say it got developed when he was a little guy just trying to pick up the ball and throw it because he was too small and the ball was too big, and he just kept it going.
See what they got now.
Terrific NFL career.
On 1st and 10, Rivers.
Good D.
And his first look is incomplete.
Put him on the ass.
Here's the offensive lineup.
Melvin Gordon, the exciting young runner out of Wisconsin, well over 2,000 yards his last year with the Badgers. This is a guy who can catch it and run it.
Let's go, D.
Second down now after the incompletion. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Shit. Committed on the run.
Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 69 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Let's just forget about all that.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post. Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the
League MVP coming out right here.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota's skill set can help continue to evolve the position of quarterback in the NFL because his ability to run with the football, you may not utilize it as little as other coaches have in the past. You may emphasize that part of the game a little bit more.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Whee!
And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field.
Straight truck fit his ass.
Works on him. We'll step aside and be right back. They keep it with Henry on first down.
Get out the way.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Now Mariota. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Trying to punch it in with
Damn.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4,
Yeah,
but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Offensive starters, here they are. And Delaney Walker, Charles, it's a guy that you and I said we wanted to discuss a bit.
Yeah, and we should, because remember, he came out of college as a wide receiver, so he's one of the early guys to move from a wide receiver position to tight end and still run routes as if he were a wide receiver. An excellent target.
Now a 2nd down throw.
Get the fuck out of here.
And down he goes. Josh
So much
Perry
bullshit.
coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal. Mariota being chased out left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Fuck.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Suckup will put this one right through.
Take that.
On the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he is knocked down from the side. Right at
All right, dude, we need a turnover.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if you guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's brought down.
Goodness.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here.
Hell
They've
is
got
going
it in the
on?
first. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big...
Thank you.
Escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Now
Good D.
Rivers lost the football. And that might be Titan football.
Yes. Let's go. Good defense.
No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Second down, Mariota. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And he's brought down. First down, Titans gain of 12. They go play action here on first down.
What the
Force
fuck?
it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. The 20.
That's some bullshit. That's some fucking Madden.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
So much bullshit.
I like it.
And it's up and good. So they throw the pick.
Mad on that fucking bullshit.
Now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25. Call it the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Mariota now on second down. Incomplete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, and it's
What
incomplete.
is this?
Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here.
That
Looked
nigga
like
on
an
that
ill-advised throw
bullshit.
to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well for them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Throwing is Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Off the play fake, Mariota. Complete to the tight end, Jason Morrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To the air again, Mariota. Steps away to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the red zone now, Mariota. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, here's Henry.
There we go. Let's go.
For a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Brandon Oliver now on the return.
They're probably fucking jogging and shit.
The 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
One of the areas of need for the Tennessee Titans in 2017, an elite safety. So they went out and signed Jonathan Cyprien from the Jacksonville Jaguars. They expect them to pair him with Kevin Byard, so a rookie in 2016, and provide a strength for a defense that's looking for help down the middle.
A second down throw for Rivers.
Good team.
Wrapped up and driven down. Derek Morgan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
And he's got a man open. That's Allen.
Fuck.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one goes for 24 yards. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, I'd like to be involved with him right now. You know he's demanding the football.
Give me the ball.
And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And his going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On third down, Rivers gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
Going underneath for Gordon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis. Here comes the D swarming to the line. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. To throw is Rivers. Sets up the screen.
Good defense, baby.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And this is good. It was running gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From From the gun, Mariota. And he's got Decker, left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. A first down carry for Henry. And that's how he's smothered as he's wrestled down at the 23.
How they hitting my man so hard like that?
And another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run there.
He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. A good one there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a handoff as they run left side. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have
We'll get that fucking 1 yard.
He's tackled at the 12.
Derrick Henry hurt?
From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
Let's go.
And it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Cover 2.
Eric Decker, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
What? Oh, I'm down to 1 running back? Damn.
So
Fuck.
We're back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Playoff game?
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Oh,
No
goodness.
back here. This will be
It's
a
gonna be
touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Throw left side.
Let's go.
That's Gordon. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard, right on the 30-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back.
Good day.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, sometimes you got to
Come on,
the point
defense.
of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
Come on.
Now Gordon on first down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And the throw here's incomplete. Keenan Allen, intended target.
Knew that was coming.
Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw there.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Chargers on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake here. Rivers. And the Titans able to bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15.
Oh, my goodness.
Over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down right near the 27. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on the
Holding my
He's going to be
ass.
taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Mariota. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it's a second down. Throwing, Mariota. And he whips that one
Stupid
incomplete
pass.
there. Eric Decker was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he locates
Ooh.
complete. And he's
He
got a
beats
1st down as he's up to the 48. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
He will find Davis on the left side complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And this is caught at the 8. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Flush to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Why are you going backwards?
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. The quick slant caught.
Damn.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Take the points.
Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Suckup will put this one right through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up, get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we can come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
And he's taken to the ground. He was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
First down, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Rivers.
15. One more.
And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Get that ball back.
He's going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. but that's one step in the proper direction.
A second down throw here for Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Here's Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And a really nice...
Shit!
Escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Melvin Ingram in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Mariota from the gun on third down. To Decker over the middle.
Yo, they hitting out here.
Second timeout called for by the defense.
4th and 1.
That means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing
at halftime.
Right, got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them.
What the fuck is that? What is that?
First half, and they've had ability to
a hit stick in the back?
They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself.
Not even real.
Stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt.
Man, be on that bullshit.
Something else.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Damn! Come on, man.
He's able to recover his own.
Oh.
That could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain
my
yards,
emotions.
Get upfield, ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Good catch.
Matthews.
Thank goodness.
Up there at 20 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something.
Welcome to the Murk Network, Proxy.
So
Proxy Gallagher, like that name.
Spot to get it done.
Mariota now from the 50. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards on 10, and another first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
And man up.
Mariota.
Wow. Come on. There you go. Let's go. Let's go.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all.
Hey, appreciate the follow. Welcome to the Murk Network, Proxy.
When I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go.
This game's stressful.
That was the 9, and he just kept going all
Divisional playoff
the
game.
zone for the touchdown.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some
Murk
teams
him
to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeves. Rivers now on second down.
Oh, what was that? I will take it, though.
Picked off by Wesley Woodyard.
I will take that. Let's go.
This one home. It's a touchdown.
He caught it with his right hand, but stuck his left hand out. His left hand hit the ball, but he caught it right. That's mad on that bullshit. But I'll take it.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their
What's up, boss Stugger? Welcome to the Murk Network, homie.
And everything in front of them, and they took big advantage of it. Went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick.
All right, defense.
This will be taken in at the 1. Able to speed
Oh my
free.
God.
And now running right through it.
Come on, dude.
They'll try and get the ground game going.
Here's
Gordon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Yes.
And now time is called.
I lose my running back, you lose your running back. Broken collarbone.
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Jeez.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now the first
good defense.
For Brandon Oliver. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is a time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
Rivers to throw it.
Oh, kiss the
pass falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22.
Oh, he's gone. Oh.
Might have been one man
How's he gonna catch you?
6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. First down, Mariota. And he's out of bounds down inside the 5 and the 4.
I caught that.
17 yards, and now they've got it.
That's going to be reviewed.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300.
No return.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
To throw is Mariota.
Good catch.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Try to get that XP.
And the play clock's running down. And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a handoff here.
Get in there.
And he will take this one in for a
job, Llewellyn.
touchdown. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really
does. Oh, my gosh.
Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. Touchdown, L.A. Travis Benjamin, 74 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed, speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply
from the 25 to the
25-yard line. Now Eric Decker and company getting ready to go again on offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
From the gun, Mariota.
What is this?
Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They go play action. Rivers. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Come on, defense.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Oliver. He'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They go again with Oliver. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Oh, dude.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And
Let's go.
Get away. Rivers is dropped. Brian Orakpo in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 16.
Woo!
There he goes right side. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Oh, yeah. I see you, Rook.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
I see your Pro Bowl, Rook.
Indelible mark here early on in his career. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This fielded at the 2. Oh, the spin.
What?
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, Guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they'll roam and hit.
He will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They go play action here on first down.
Good
Steps up here and down he goes.
Rice the Canes, he said.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run with a backup.
Oh,
this is
yeah.
Williams. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. The Chargers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, it's Rivers.
Good day.
Onto it through the contact. Incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Now a play fake here on first down. And Walker has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now time is called as we've got an injured
Number 1 corner went down
on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Fresh set of downs here. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And Matthews has it right side.
Ooh. Matthews about to work his ass. About to work that little back up.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This nigga sucks. This motherfucker's terrible.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd down, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's
Yes!
a touchdown.
Let's go!
Marcus Mariota saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And this Titans
Gotta put it on his back.
continues to pour it on.
Put it on his
The
back.
defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Let's go.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
Dropping the base.
There have to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first.
Come on, David. Hold it together now.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top,
come on, Rook.
it saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Rivers now to throw on first down. Now
woo!
The football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Bringing that heat.
That's a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it
second
back.
and long.
Bounced right back on him, keeps possession.
Bring some more heat.
Now a second down throw for Rivers.
Shit.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass.
Let's go.
He'll go down. They got him for a
Rocco eating him alive.
Getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary.
Gotta get out of this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this.
Players I got left. I have no running backs. Down my 3rd running back.
Wisely, I'd say. Angle this to the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
Get that block, man.
2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Guys play, and we just play
weak spin.
In certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins.
14 seconds.
Throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to
Could
be
be
aware
a
of
cover
him.
2.
Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Toward the sideline.
That corner getting work.
Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Oh, they man it.
Whether they've scouted it or that they
man
think
it up,
he's going
huh?
to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Mariota on first down. Buying time to his left.
Oh, get down, get down. Oh, my gosh.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
How this pitch play gonna work? Don't like it.
they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They run the counter now on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
I'm about to sign a running back.
They'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Wide open, man.
It would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Max protection.
Mariota to throw it.
There.
Find Decker. And he'll get this one down near
Had to trust my wide receiver right there.
And then convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A handoff.
Good block. Good block. Truck fit. There you go. There you go, back up. Put him in some truck fit.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part,
what's my fullback doing, man? What are you doing, bro?
You got to keep that going. Want to continue.
What right tackle doing, man?
It's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off
the field. What's up, King Gooey? Welcome to the Murk Network, homie.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. His pass caught at the 4. And into the
ball game
for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith from 8 yards out.
Damn, the Dolphins beat the New England Patriots. I gotta play the Dolphins next.
Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target.
What? The conference championship with me, the Titans, Dolphins.
Throw it to them when all else fails.
That's different.
This guy can make plays.
That's when we
exactly
different.
What he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
Yeah, watch out for Dominican Sue. This dirty play ass.
About to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has
Williams. Woo! Give me that ball.
It's picked up.
He's gone.
Titans. And he's going to score. It's
a Dion. I see it, D.
So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the
it's a
back
massacre now.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just
from a close game to massacre.
It'll come out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
That wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. To throw again. Rivers throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. A really good pickup of 20 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses. Catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Rivers. Escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brian Orakpo. Who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And maybe a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball. Which is
I see you, Fluella.
I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll give it here to his running back. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there.
Good block.
Tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Last play.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to fight his way forward.
I see you, Llewellyn. I see you, partner.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
We got here with the win. Not running up a play.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to a game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Garden. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
As we go on
like we do.
when it's hot outside.
Out outside. Chill with you. My chillin'. My ladies.
You done made it to see a whole nother summer and it feel good. Stop now, top down through the neighborhood. Let the wind blow, open up the window. That girl is poison like Belleville DeVoe. We have a barbecue to do FO. Swimming pool party in the back on the low. And the plates of food will be laid out for free. Little kids get down. I have a bus pull up with Tommy the Clown to do the jerk. Go to work and do that dance that'll make your whole body hurt. Playing Bombardier, Common Clear. This that time of the year for everybody to be boisterous. Rock with Snoop Dogg and rejoice to this. As we go on,
be going like we do.
When it's hot outside,
chill with you. Watching you, my ladies. The sun. Mine. If you feel the same.
Shined up my white walls, night falls. I'm feeling good. I'm doing things that you never would, like surfing with the sharks or shooting in the dark, riding on a bike with my grandson at the park. Evolve while I elevate, take flight, levitate, breakfast for dinner. I'm cold as but summer ain't the winter. Finna, bender, Kona, on a 3-wheel motion. I'm headed to the ocean, caravan full of cars, neighborhood stars. Up the boulevard we go till we can't go no more. It's me and it's summertime. You go off and we go on. As we go on, like we do. When it's hot outside, I wanna just chill with you. What you need, there's a little sunshine in the summer breeze. Baby, if you feel the same, let me know. Feel the same, let me know. Yes, I do. What you got to lose?
Here we go. Dolphins.
I heard these always hating, said I never make it. I heard these always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay, it's okay. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm shining. They ain't seen it when I'm young, I ain't grinding. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Either way, young, getting paid, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm popping. They don't wanna put some money in my pockets. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Either way, a hater always gonna hate, yeah. Mad at me cause I'm tryna feed my I'm supposed to make it out and I don't bring my no way, no way, no way, yeah. They ones and they here to stay, yeah. I heard he's always hating, said I never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better today. Who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's get out there and do it.
Motherfucker.
This one is for gold.
Bullshit.
Hey man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're gonna be just fine.
Amen. Amen.
All right, strap them up. Pull up your big boy britches. This is for gold.
Amen. Amen.
Hey man, that was great. I mean,
Saber-tooth tiger, the two teeth.
steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead. So you gotta keep it up.
Say thanks. Amen. Amen.
I've been dealing with these blessings that I can't ignore.
No.
Putting up the numbers, we ain't keeping score.
Amen. Amen.
I on the block,
Okay.
my side. Run it in our house.
No. God.
Yeah, the hood love me, but you gotta walk.
Rise. Amen. Amen.
I just three, I don't
do see.
Yeah, trying to see. UV. Yeah, we gon' fall through, coming through deep.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, packed it from the south, moved it to the west. Ice the logo on the cross, threw it on my neck. Yeah, when I rep the set, gotta stay blessed. Yeah.
Amen. Amen.
People trying to say I'm on the
enemy.
Got a cold with my dogs,
Can
get in between. I can give them life,
no more energy. Amen. Amen.
Man, put it into me. Everybody try to take the identity. Everybody around me turn to a friend of me. Sit back while I take on the remedy. I cannot let it get into me. It's playing a toll on me, meant to me.
I need awareness right now. Should do. Do no pass, fuck it.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even and mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm in the bank and I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models. This is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a Spectre deck. Yeah, I got that. I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it. Got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up. Pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long. I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo. What you mean? Woo. And now trust the so what you mean? Woo. Hold up. Whoa.
What you mean?
you think it compare me to Adrenaline popping, the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. What's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw it if he fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy. Yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, and she gon' call her friends up and we did. Whoa, I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top 4 for bridge. My black boys like boys that knock off your lid. I thought y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Listen, I don't trust her so no, I said, what you mean? Whoa, I said, what you mean?
You thought I was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I went fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like a molar roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag boy, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and Ayatollahs. Rap god, Cyclops and ogre. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think bro still. And Bobby Brown about to go get. Paul McCartney, I'm rich. I'm Muhammad Ali, I talk. I'm James Brown about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, them bad as bad, gon' get it. What you mean?
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah.
Young Gerald.
Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I
Yeah. Sacrifice your life for your train. You sacrifice your life for that chain. Yeah. Sacrifice your life for that. Where y'all came from, sacrifice. I do recognize where y'all came from, sacrifice.
A king is born. I told you before. A king is born. Now I told you before. King is like a beast in the jungle, in the heat of the rumble. I ain't got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
I've been fighting these hard times in the ghettos of my mind. Now it's victory that I choose.
My soul in bad man.
Ain't no one like me.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. That's a call to action, as they have all year. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles.
Tampa, Seattle, huh? Let's get it.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. Represent the AFC in Super Bowl 52. We'll know shortly as we are underway in the AFC title game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by their strong-arm quarterback out of Texas A&M, and that's Ryan Tannehill.
And many believe that Ryan Tannehill is ready to fulfill his promise. Been in the league a little while now, been through some ups and downs, some bumps and bruises, but the talent is evident. Can throw it, and I think now he's ready to be a great leader.
Come on, dude.
It's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Okay, the starters for the Miami Dolphins offensively. Charles, who are we highlighting?
Got to highlight Jay Ajayi. Their
usual suspects.
Came out of Boise State as a 5th-round pick, but most people had his talent much more like a 2nd round. There were some medical concerns with the knee, but he can do it all. Run, catch, block. He's truly a 3-down back.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first. Tannehill on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. The starting defense for the Titans.
Let's say hello to Derek Morgan, who came into the league as a 1st-round pick as a defensive end and has converted himself into a really nice outside linebacker. Beats opposing blockers with quickness and strength, and is a real future for the Tennessee Titans.
Second down following the incompletion. Tannehill now to give to Ajayi. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Come on, defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. They dump off underneath to Ajayi.
Look his ass.
He'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota's skill set can help continue to evolve the position of quarterback in the NFL because his ability to run with the football, you may not utilize it as little as other coaches have in the past. You may emphasize that part of the game a little bit more.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
It's a big play on 3rd down for the Titans. And even 40 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. Yeah. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even...
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Eric Decker from 8 yards out. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead.
Jalo. On the board, baby.
Score 7-0 Tennessee. Now here's Suck about to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order
Ron
to
Stock, welcome to the Murk Network.
On the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
AFC Championship game right here.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of them at all so far. They've stacked them up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to them, and some of those runs that aren't working now.
What is this?
6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Come on, dude.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. On first down, it's Tannehill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Catch.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Why did my nose tackle back off the line?
Near the 48-yard line. They
That'd
only
be
get 2
cheap.
there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Some defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Going deep here for Parker.
Woo!
Play through the air on 2nd down.
Oh, the blown coverage right there.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How
Gee.
did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Defense.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This one away by the punter, Dar. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
All right, offense.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations?
Oh, good block, baby. Truck fit. Let's go. Go, baby, go. Run. Go, baby. Woo.
Touchdown, Titans.
Let's go.
73 yards.
Woo.
And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was
They blitzed up the middle on that one.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
I'm so glad I'm not playing the Patriots, though. Jeez.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
All right, defense. We need a turnover now.
Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw on second down is Tannehill. Throwing the out route and
come on, corner.
It's Parker.
Let me get that flat, son.
Just shy of the 40, they'll mark him down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. They run with a
good defense.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose
Well, Casey.
back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Into a double
good
team. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Stripes.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To throw, Mariota.
Let's talk about football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A Titan first down. Mariota to Walker. Now Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. Oh, he knocks him over.
Oh, yeah.
And he doesn't quite make it.
Oh.
Stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A very nice
Derrick
pick
Henry.
of 33 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety back.
Come on, bro. That's not real.
Because they have the matchup advantage.
You wouldn't just fold down like that.
It's going to be 2nd and goal. And let's run through the Dolphins defense.
It's easy to go back to the time Ndamukong Suh entered the NFL, and he was an absolute force right from the beginning. But it's been fun to watch his career progress, and I'm starting to see a little more finesse in his game, although I'm not sure he'd like me to describe it that way. But you see the agility, you see the movement, and of course, he can bull rush when he needs to get to the quarterback.
They come out here in the eye. Throwing, Mariota. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jolston Fowler, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Secondary.
Pass, that's caught by Thomas. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st. Maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford, used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. These say laddie.
Come on, dude.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
it's bend but not break.
Admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early.
Corner.
Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about the game plan being
play the ball
and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
From the red zone now, Tannehill.
It's
incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling lead to no yards gained.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And Frank's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Well, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
All right, offense, let's do it, man.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken
down. Was that?
That will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, it's Henry. And some space here. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That run D is shitty.
There, 37 yards.
But when you're able to break a run,
Got that middle strong with a Dominican Sue, though.
Safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second
pressing.
level.
Somebody gonna be open.
Or tight end
nope.
getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. The improv on the scramble there gets him
Nobody was
six, and it'll
open.
be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try to throw now. Mario.
Shit!
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Seen that blitz, too.
Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power.
Catch.
It's a really difficult task.
And he takes
What's up, NFL 2K? Welcome back, homie.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really
Damn, the Dominican Sue.
They really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Oh, yeah.
That is caught by Davis for a Tennessee
All
touchdown.
day.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor or is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare.
Indeed.
He's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Kevin Dodd from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's Ajayi, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Fielded at the 20. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Mariota gives to Henry, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Mariota now from the 50 and able to find Decker. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I heard so much about the offense Marcus Mariota ran while he was at Oregon, about how people were just wide open, how he couldn't fail to hit them. But I always said the same thing. He sure as heck didn't miss them very often. Very accurate even on short throws.
Yeah, short, he can go deep, obviously, but he's really good with that short passing game.
Dart thrower, very accurate. Receivers love it.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run it again with Henry.
Woo!
And brought down, but not before
there you go.
Inside the 25. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Mariota on first down. His throw incomplete. They were looking
big ass cornerback.
Time, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but
it's okay.
Tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Mariota dancing to his left. Open space inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll try and run through. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. And this is going to result in losing.
Run.
They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think...
And that is caught. Walker. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker from 8 yards out. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. What a great weapon. So often, such
We're not holding back on this one.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So now here come the Dolphins. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part...
I held my ass.
Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. So he took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Shit, Clue?
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. So they're on that play. Offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now it's Ajayi. To the 11 after only a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They run again with Ajayi. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Williams. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
To me, this isn't even a question. I think that they'll go. When they have a chance to put a dent in the lead, even with a whole second half to play, I think they have to do it. This isn't a risk. This is a necessity.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. David Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 22. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Second down, Mariota. And Matthews has it right side. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down.
Let me hack the damn ball.
And Ndamukong Suh getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm.
Do you cover 2? Cover 9, cover 6.
To go with pressure, and it was the right call.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. Eric Decker, the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This will be caught at about the 6. Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Suckup will put this one right through, and their lead will swell up to 28. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now Tannehill toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield, and it's third and short.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Drops it off to Ajayi, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Tannehill on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Tannehill now on second down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here's Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So we come. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Adoree Jackson on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, But also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
What?
Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Titans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mariota.
Oh!
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Good punt.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's
Let's go.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Call it a pickup of 7. It'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken it around the 40. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This
touchdown, Titans. Eric Decker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this Titan offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his...
Oh, this is blocked. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Tannehill. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Yeah. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
What the fuck?
They'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Julius Thomas, 76 yards.
Who's going to dive like that? You could have caught him.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him.
That's not what happened again.
In today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now Eric Decker and company getting ready to go again on offense. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier
That's about to burn his ass.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Incomplete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Offense now heads back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for pressure.
Hey,
and the Titans able to bring him down. Carl Klug in there to drop it for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And taken right at the 35. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
Been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the 3rd quarter. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Running right through him. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Mariota now. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket.
And he's draping his ass.
Coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Decker again the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Mariota from the gun on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looks
good. Of course not.
Good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one wants it no good.
They'll begin the drive with a J. And they'll lose yardage on the way back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Good D.
He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So the long field goal misses. And now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First down, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walker. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
All day.
Eric Decker saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer? Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Derek Morgan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now, Eric Decker and company getting ready to go again on offense. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. To throw is Mariota. And he finds it.
Woo! Good block. Good spin, baby.
Touchdown, Titans.
Breaking record.
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this Titan offense is running away with this one.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wait.
Tannehill sacked. Derek Morgan from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him.
And it's a fumble. It's picked up
Yes,
by
sir.
the Titans. And he's got some space here. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Second down following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Play clock winding down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Mariota hands to Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown.
There you go.
Titans. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores.
Breaking everybody.
It can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And Stills over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Tannehill fighting Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field,
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brian Orakpo in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Over the middle and into the hands of Landry. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Miami. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And the Titans getting set to go. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Get the ball.
And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
You and I have been around teams.
Come on, son.
They all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Tannehill now to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's third down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession.
Fuck out of here.
To go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal.
But not only do I give that staff high marks for fortitude, but how about the execution of that play? Letting the rush get upfield, wait till it gets there, and then shoot to pick up a first down off of that fake.
Looked pretty. I love the little shovels. Get the tight end involved, pick it up.
And he put it right on him, too, didn't he? Let him get upfield well. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Second down, goal to go from the 6. Williams. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now Tannehill on third and goal. It's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's
Jeez.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And Frank's kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now Eric Decker and company getting ready to go again on offense. So far he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Take my main guys out.
mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Hot.
Three minutes.
First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad.
What
And
is
he'll
that,
go
man?
down right at the 30-yard line.
This nigga went in and got boom. He straight up came in and got his ass broke.
The Titans on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Castle going to throw for the first time since coming on. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. As they run left side. Breaks a tackle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run it now out of the gun. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every
Broke
time.
collarbone.
First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Right.
The Titans on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion. And that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Castle. And he's got Decker, left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there on 20 yards. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Now they send a man in motion right. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I like the closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. On second down, here's Tannehill. Over the middle, it's Thomas. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now Eric Decker and company getting ready to go again on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. 4 down. 4 down. Watch 32.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now a handoff looking right. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And all that hard
Super
work
Bowl
has
bound,
paid off.
baby.
AFC
Super Bowl
champions and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more,
14 yards of offense.
At EA
Crazy.
Madden NFL. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
Oh, got a 7 touchdown. My little linebackers causing wreak havoc. Success. Oh man.
As we go on,
offense is 99, defense is 87. That's crazy. What you, my daddies.
And the plates of food will be laid out for free. Little kids, get down. I have a bus pull up with Tommy the Clown to do the jerk, go to work and do that dance that'll make your whole body hurt. Playing Bombardier, calm and clear. This that time of the year for everybody to be boisterous. Rock with Snoop Dogg and rejoice to this.
As we go on,
like we do.
When it's hot outside, just chill with you.
Chill with you. Murray back. I think it's the Buccaneers.
My white walls, night falls. I'm feeling good. I'm doing things that you never would, like surfing with the sharks or shooting in the dark, riding on a bike with my grandson at the park. Evolve while I elevate, take flight, levitate. Breakfast for dinner. I'm cold as but summer ain't the winter. Finna, bender, Kona, on a 3-wheel motion. I'm headed to the ocean. Caravan full of cars, neighborhood stars. Up the boulevard. We go till we can't go no more. It's me and mine. It's summertime. You go off and we go on.
As we go on,
like we do.
When it's hot outside, just chill with you.
What you need? the sun, if you feel.
I done came up, bustin' down the whole broke, it's that bad. Want your people swag, you ain't even gotta ask. What are those, what is that? Please don't touch my ride.
Please don't touch my ride. Wrapped up, no cameras. Wrapped up, no cameras.
Out on camera, squeeze like asthma. It's rare rap when I wear
Red
rap. Bare rap when I wear rap. Might invest into some rap shit. Lord, still shit rap. And I'm dripping on rags. Don't be the tag. Do the digital dash. You
mad.
Please don't touch my
Bye
rap. Or the Chris Van Alessandra Gucci glasses. The W Henderson collab. You probably like you drop it on the. I'ma buy another. Cause always bring it back. Yeah, you know how to make it laugh. Plus and keeping tabs. I'ma fly first class. Wave will hit him with the. Please don't touch my rap.
Don't step on my Simmons. Don't step on my Simmons. Don't step on my Simmons.
Do you know how much I'm spending? My closet is worth about $1 million. To the little of the runway. Then the kitchen.
Ralph Simmons. All right.
Crazy colors. Living color. Left wrist. Roll it. Ice. Mason Margiela, my sweater. Mama told me never settle. Ralph Simmons, don't lace him. Got your wanna.
Huh? What? Don't wanna talk about the papers. I swear to God, these be haters. They be hating, I feel out of live in corners, I don't get along. Ooh, right with my neighbors. Diamonds on my neck and roll it on. Now I later got underbit flavors. I'm with my lifesaver. Ooh, feel like Darth Vader. I'm a boss, you know I might riff it. Ooh, right in my basement. Yeah. But you know that I'm gon' face it. Wait, that's the reason that they mad. Color Uzi, yeah, he made it. Yeah, I wear that rapper, I made it. Yeah, I wear that rapper, I made it. Yeah, got that rap all in my basement. Yeah, once I got patience. Yeah, I'm famous. Yeah, put myself inside Mark Jacob. Hey, making no place with my label. I get it, I count it. 100 on my table.
Sterling silver laser. That's rubies red, my skin too black to blush, too red to tint, not pages. This ain't on the wizard up. Pockets full of mint lead. It's smelling like it brushed teeth. Say cheese, see the porcelain. Water, see. Wrath dragging on the floor. In it. I'm torching the road in these Gucci flames. Stuck to the pavement, they glued. I'm 2.5 million in the venue and 2,500 a tube. I'm cold like I'm sick with the flu. I cover my face and I'm spring summer 2002. Yeah.
Please don't touch my ride. Lady.
Quick with the hands.
Lady. My ride.
Please don't touch my ride. Shirt off on cam.
Brady. Memory.
Don't pop my tie.
Tonight, I'll be your pain from sacrifice. Why did you look in my eyes? I'll be your tonight, I'll be your pain from sacrifice. Why did you look in my eyes? I'll be sacrifice.
I come here today to talk about how I feel, and I feel like that we are treated differently than other people, and I don't like how we're treated, and just because of our doesn't mean anything to me.
It's just the way it feels. Mine's been racing so long. It's just no way to deal with these problems alone. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? Now everybody got problems, yeah, but waiting no one way to solve them. I really came up from the bottom, struggling my mama on the last dollar. Hustling, man, I've been putting in these hours. The government been trying to take away what's ours. Really all about the money and the power. I just want to see my people in power. Tell me how we gon' shape this vision. Complaining all day, but in the same condition. If you wanna make change, it's gon' take commitment. Some people enslaved by religion can't emancipate the fundamental principles. What I see through optics transform the wisdom. Watch me use my prophets, get them on the list, and I've been on the mission. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? Now everybody got fights, yeah, but wouldn't know what good advice was. Till they leave him lifeless. Another mama crying, it's another crisis. Lord knows we just trying to live righteous. Are you willing just to make the sacrifices? I know we can't continue living like this. I never sell my soul cause that's priceless. Tell me how we gon' make a living. Hustle on the block, who gon' save the children? Minutes on the plot and I'm just revealing. The media just trying to make a villain. I just take the pain and paint a picture. Voices in my head, I hear the whispers when I feel this way. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? It's just the way it feels. Mine's been racing so long. It's just the way it feels. With these problems alone. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I said, Lord, can you help me? I've never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. To be lucky you help me, girl. I said, Lord, can you help me?
Like the way it sounds, Fruity? Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that my mommy. I will never give my heart to a if I could just make a dance that goes with this song, then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. Shake it. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you'll have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on a jet ski, it's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get, man, I that, and I that, bouncing up and down, nearly broke. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute.
I done came up.
Bustin' down the whole broke and step back. Want your people swag. You ain't even gotta ask. What are those with his dad? Please don't touch my ride.
Please don't touch my ride.
I'm racked up like rappers. I'm wrapped up on camera. Get out on camera. Squeeze like asthma. It's rare wrath when I wear wrath. Bare wrath when I wear wrath. Might invest into some rap shit. Lord, still shit wrath. And I'm dripping on rags. Rick gonna be the tag. Do the digital dash. Yeah, I'm boasting, never brag. Please don't touch my rap. Oh, the Chris Van Nash. Alessandra Gucci glasses. The W Anderson collab. Yeah, you probably like it. Yeah, you drop it on the. I'ma buy another. Cause boys bring it back. Yeah, you know how to make it last. Plus and keeping tabs. I'ma fly first class. Quavo hit him with it. Please don't touch my rap.
Please don't stop from my Simmons. Please stop from my Simmons. From my Simmons.
Do you know how much I'm spending? My closet it worth about $1 million. To the little up the runway. In the kitchen.
Ralph Simmons. All kind of crazy colors.
Living colors. Left wrist. Roll it. Ice. Mason Margiela, my sweater. Mama told me never settle. Ralph Simmons, don't lace him. Got your wanna.
Huh? What? Don't wanna talk about the paper. I swear to God, these be haters. They be hating, I feel out of. Live in cul-de-sac, don't get along. Ooh, right with my neighbors. Diamonds on my neck and roll it on. Now I later got different flavors. I'm with my lifesaver. Ooh, feel like Darth Vader. I'm a boss, you know I might riff it. Ooh, right in my basement. Yeah. But you know that I'm gon' face it. Wait, that's the reason that they mad. Color Uzi, yeah, he made it. Yeah, I would have rap for I made it. Yeah, I would have rap for I made it. Yeah, got that rap all in my basement. Yeah, once I got patience. Yeah, I'm famous. Yeah, put myself inside Mark Jacob. Hey, making them plays with my label. I get it, I count it. 100 on my table.
Stolen silver lasers. Rubies red, my skin too black to blush, too red to tint, not pages. The saint on the wizard up. Pockets full of men.
Been
smelling like it brushed teeth. Say cheese, see the porcelain. Water, see backwoods. Raft dragging on the floor. In it. I'm torching the road in these Gucci flames. Stuck to the pavement, they glued. I'm 2.5 million the venue and 2,500 a tube. I'm cold like I'm sick with the flu. I cover my face and I'm spring summer 2002. Yeah, please
don't touch my ride. Ready.
With the teddy. Quick with the hands
ready.
Please don't touch
my ride.
Please don't touch my ride. Shirt off, I'm can.
Ready.
Let's start in
Memory.
Don't pop my tie.
Alright guys, appreciate y'all watching. If you're on Twitch, like what you see, hit the follow button. If you're on Twitter, hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share. Follow me on Twitter. Catch y'all later. Peace.